I'm in an iceberg field in Valdez, Alaska. For the next few days, I'll be in this jet-powered kayak, catching my dinner, running a whitewater river, and exploring a 10,000-year-old glacier, and I'm bringing you along for the ride. It is so shallow in between the icebergs. Man, this place is insane. This iceberg field is crazy, but there's no fish here. And if I want to eat dinner, I need to go someplace where there's fish. Luckily, this drains into the ocean and there's a river I can get on. It's about 5 miles, class 3. I think I'm gonna start paddling over there so we can go catch some fish. Made it to the edge of the glacier lake where the river starts. Those are the icebergs that broke off the 10,000-year-old glacier. And this is where the water drains into the ocean. I need to be ultra careful. If I go swimming in this water, it would be very bad because it is literally ice water. There's ice in the water. So the mokai is a 12-foot kayak and it basically has a lawnmower engine on the back with a jet. I know I look like a dork wearing a helmet, but I had an incident a few years ago whitewater kayaking, and I will always wear a helmet in whitewater no matter what. Okay, class 3 in the mokai. I basically just bought this thing, so I have no idea how it performs. I am soaked! This next section looks pretty hectic. The mokai's open cockpit, so I need to be super careful of keeping the nose up and not jamming it into a wave and filling it up with water. Whoa! Come on, mokai! I just eddied out. I'm taking a little breather. My heart rate was going crazy. It's probably way more than what I should be doing in a mokai, being an open cockpit, no skirt. You take on a wave, it just fills up the boat. But the mokai's actually doing pretty good. I just gotta stay in the power so I have steering. Check out some of these holes back here. All right, let's keep going. I gotta get to the ocean so I can go catch dinner. Oh no, the engine died! Whoa! The mokai engine is not running anymore. I'm guessing the mokai sucked in some water, guys. Holy moly! That was a ripper! Way more crazy than I anticipated. To my defense, I read the guidebook on that water and it said in July, which it's July right now, they said it's pretty hectic at the top, but that was hectic the whole way. You guys saw? I should have had a dry suit on. Luckily, I have dry bags with clothes, so I'll be able to take off my wet clothes, put on my dry clothes. I've got warm, dry clothes on now. What a difference that makes. Okay, now we need to do a little assessment on the mokai. Quite a bit of water in the mokai. It's very heavy. I've got to get all this water out so we can make it across this bay, because there's another glacier over there that is super cool, I've heard, and I want to take the mokai into the glacier and do some fishing over there. While the mokai is upside down, I should probably do an assessment, make sure there's no holes. Looks surprisingly good. Can definitely tell the jet pump sucked in some pebbles. I'll clean those out. This mokai is a beast. Hope I can get the engine going. Come on, Moki. Mokai is running sweet. I think all it was just this wet air filter. Waves came into the engine, soaked the air filter, and engines don't like to suck in water, so that will make sense. I think we'll just run it without the air filter. I'll let this thing dry out, and then once it dries out, we'll put it back in. Let's saddle up. Moki's running sweet, but I think the weather's about to get really nasty. That over there is probably torrential rain. Oh man, we gotta keep going. We're 17 miles from where I was planning on camping and fishing. Oh boy. If it gets too gnarly, I'm just gonna have to hunker down somewhere. It got crazy out there. Luckily though, my lady's coming to the rescue. I'm gonna put some dry clothes on. I'm gonna get a cover for the kayak, and then I'm headed right back out. I've got dry clothes. Most importantly though, now I have a skirt that I can put on the kayak to protect everything from getting soaked. I'm excited to go to the glacier. It's 11 miles from here. The views are supposed to be amazing, and the fishing is supposed to be good. So I'll be able to get dinner and hopefully some views. As long as the storm isn't too crazy. The storm passed and the seas are getting a little bit more calm. They're still pretty big waves for the mokai. But guys, we're way out here. This is awesome. Like, look at this mountain. According to Onyx, I'm more than halfway to the glacier. Up until now, the mokai has been running great, but it just turned off. So I don't know why it turned off. First pull, maybe it just needed a breather. Sweet, we're back in biz. I am so glad I made it back here. I'm freezing cold, so I need to find a spot to camp ASAP. Just looking for firewood on the beach. I don't want to go super close to the glacier tonight because it's really cold the closer you get to glaciers. And I'm already cold. Land ho. Whoa. That fire is a serious morale booster. Now I just need to go find a bunch more firewood. I'm finally starting to warm up, getting dried out. Feels so good to have the fire going. So although I didn't catch any fish, I brought baked beans to have with the fish, but I'm just gonna cook it up right now because I'm hungry. Baked beans on the fire. Most important step to baked beans is poking holes in the top. Ask me how I know. Beans in a can have never tasted so good. So the kayak and all my gear is down there, all my fishing stuff. I don't want to camp right next to it. I'm gonna camp up here. I've been warned. There's a lot of bears in this area, as you'd expect. So I think I'll sleep a little better, a little bit away from my stuff. I need to sleep good tonight because tomorrow's gonna be a pretty big day. Gonna explore the glacier first thing in the morning. After that, gonna head back out to the ocean and try to catch some silver salmon. I'm really excited for that. I'm also very excited to see the glacier, but I haven't caught any silver salmon while I've been in Alaska, and I'd love to catch some. It's almost midnight. There's still plenty of light. It doesn't really get dark here. Pretty weird, but I'm exhausted. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Sun is just poking out. I'm excited to go check out this glacier. Got the clothesline, everything's drying out. Let's go check out this glacier. Well, the mokai is not working very well. It only goes about a mile per hour. I'm guessing the jet pump sucked up some seaweed and it's not allowing the water to get sucked through it. Whoa! On the bottom side of the kayak, there's an aluminum grate, and that's where the jet pump sucks the water up and then it shoots it out the back, and that's how I go forward. That was full of seaweed. Let's go check out this glacier. This is unreal. It's a pretty small bear print right here. That one was really hard to see. I'll try to find a better one. That's a cool looking rock. Wow. Oh man, it's a lot deeper than I thought. Ooh, that water is cold. I'm gonna have to admire the glacier from back here. So glad I didn't camp near the glacier. It is freezing cold. I would have been shivering all last night. Man, look at these rocks. I have an extensive rock collection. I love rocks. It's way too cold over here to hang out, so I'm gonna hop in the mokai. I gotta head back to camp and pack it up. I still have all the clothes out so they dry a bit more, and I'm hungry. So we gotta go catch a salmon. I'm super hungry. I feel like a bear. I need some salmon. But before we go salmon fishing, I need to tell you about today's sponsor, OnX Off-Road. I use Onyx off-road in literally every single one of these videos. I basically use it every day. So for this trip, I have my route totally planned out on Onyx. That's how I'm able to see how many miles I've gone, how many miles I have to go. Plus you can download offline maps. So back here, as you'd expect, there's no cell service. So I have the offline map downloaded so I can go on my phone and I can check and make sure I am where I think I am. I can see how far I have to go, make sure I don't run out of gas. It's just really awesome. Onyx recently added a feature called dispersed camping, and it's been my favorite feature so far. So traveling all the way from Idaho, it's cool to get on Onyx and look at dispersed camp spots. I can also see public land, I can see private land. So I can look at national forest and I can go, oh, I can camp there. And I can also go, uh-oh, Randy Paul owns this land. He would not be stoked if he came outside and saw me tented up in his front yard. Oh man. A bug literally flew in my eye. If you guys want to try Onyx off-road, use the link in the description and use the code MattSpears for 20% off. I love Onyx. I've been using Onyx for years, many years before they started sponsoring the videos. So thank you so much to Onyx Off-Road for sponsoring today's video. I am extremely hungry. Let's go catch some salmon. Well, first actually, we've got to pack up camp and then we'll go catch some salmon, hopefully. Pretty sure this is the most beautiful place I've ever been to. The clouds just lifted, the sun came out. Everything that happened yesterday makes it so worth it to be here. I mean, look at this, guys. That is actually crazy. And there's a huge waterfall. This mokai is amazing. The story on how I bought it is pretty funny. So a guy in Alaska owned it, and a snowbank fell off of his roof and crushed the mokai. So he put it on Facebook Marketplace, all tattered. So I picked it up and I welded the plastic back together. And this is the first trip I've taken it on. So the fact that I didn't sink it and the welding held up and the mokai's fine after being crushed under a snowbank is awesome. Here's one of the repair spots. There's another one of my repair spots. Basically, I just melted the plastic back together. Super simple. All right, guys, let's go catch us some salmon. This is amazing. All right, we're out of the shallow stuff. Let's go catch some salmon. The weather is perfect. Made it out of the bay. So basically, I need to mosey around in the mokai. I'm looking for jumping silver salmon. Once I find that, I know I can fish that area. If I can see them jumping, I know they're there. Pretty simple. Just spotted a silver. All right, I found a bunch of jumping salmon, but obviously a bunch of other people did too. So there's commercial fishing boats out here, so I really don't want to get in their way. My fishing setup is pretty basic, just the cheapest collapsible pole on Amazon. These things are amazing. I've caught so many fish on it. Just have a basic jig and a piece of herring. The salmon just ate the herring. There's salmon everywhere, guys. That was crazy. There were so many fish I could like scoop them out with a net. But all those commercial fishing boats, I do not belong anywhere near them. I'm a major hazard in this thing. So I'm going to head that way. I'd imagine I'll run upon another group of salmon that hopefully there's not a bunch of boats on because I'm in their way. That's just how, I'm just a problem in this thing. Especially, imagine if I did hook into something, I'd be fighting it with my cheap little Amazon pole and a motorized kayak. I mean, who knows what could happen. So I'm trying to get away from those guys. I finally got away from the boats. I am so glad to be out in the open. I just checked on X. I'm 7 miles from the next, what I think is a good fishing spot. And the mokai goes 7 miles an hour, so it's perfect. I'm getting real hungry. No bites, and I haven't seen anything else jump, so I'm gonna keep going. I'm hungry. They're jumping all around me. I think these ones are pinks though, not silvers. But any salmon I'd be stoked with. Woo! Check that out. That is going to be so good. Oh man, I'm so pumped. I'm gonna cut 2 fillets, cook them in butter with lemon. It is gonna be so good. We've got 2 beautiful fillets. I like to cut the lemons up. And most importantly, each fillet gets a ton of butter. I am so hungry. I'm sure you can tell by how quick I'm working. Time to rest in the shade. Wow. It's been a big couple of days. Yesterday was huge. I'm sure it's only a few minutes on the camera, but it was all day of me shivering. That was crazy. I cannot wait to have some pink salmon. Just gorgeous. Man, there's fish everywhere. Wow. Holy moly. The seagulls are getting in there too. It's like National Geographic right there. Since I started cooking the salmon, the ocean has gotten so rough. Once I finish eating, I have to cross all those big waves. We'll see how that goes. Oh yeah. I love eating the lemons after they're cooked. This beats baked beans. The waves are getting so big. Oh no. Now we need to do the last stretch in white caps in a 12-foot kayak. Dang, all right. Hopefully this goes good, guys. I've got a full belly at least, so I'm happy there. Man, these are giant waves for a kayak, but the mokai is doing really good. The engine just died. That is not the place for it to happen. Oh no. That's not good. Moki. Come on, Moki. Come on. Come on, Moki. Mokai started back up. I'm so glad, guys. I think water came over the back and waves are so big. Come on, Moki. Come on, Moki. Come on. Engine's running again. The waves got a lot worse as I've been out here. It's about a 3-mile ride. 7 miles an hour if I'm lucky. It's a lot of time for the conditions to change. We're getting close though. Machine. Oh man, this is so fun. Made it back. This was my most favorite video in a long time. Thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing. Learned a lot from this one. Probably won't do that whitewater anymore in the mokai. We'll see you guys in the next one.